Looking at the data, it looks like most of y'all are in y'all 20s. 95% of y'all that watch this channel are male, 4.6 are female. I gotta figure out how to get the female number. I wanna have a conversation with you. If you in your early 20s, late 20s, if you out of your 20s, you can still learn from this video. You just gotta lock in and really put in some work. First things first, you gotta figure out what type of artist you are. I'm not talking about country, rap, R&B, hip hop, country. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about Pro Tools, Logic, FL, Waves, plugin. I'm not talking about that. You got to figure out, are you a hobby artist? Like, are you only doing this for fun? All right. So if you're doing it for fun, you got to move like you're treating it for fun. And you got to be real with yourself that this is for fun and fun only. If you're doing it for a creative outlet because your regular life is too stressful, that's cool. If you're trying to do it as a business, like fund your life, tour the world, do all this stuff full time, like all the way in, like there's no plan B, like you gotta move a certain way. If you're trying to be a part-time artist, the way you work in a regular job, whether you're like a doctor, lawyer, where you're a nurse, where you're a school teacher, you know what I'm saying? Whatever regular career, you know what I'm saying? You could be driving Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, you could work at McDonald's. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? You have to figure out who you are, what type of artist you are. Are you going to be the artist that's focusing on streams? Are you the artist that's trying to tour? Are you the artist that's trying to sell merch? Are you the artist that's doing content, working a regular job? Like, what is it? Like, who are you? What type of artist are you trying to be? Because a lot of artists want be like, I'm an artist, and like, bro, that's just a general statement. That's a blanket statement that covers a lot of people. What type of artist? What is your end goal? Because if you're in your 20s, you don't need to be wasting 10 years just by saying you're an artist, but 10 years you've been trying to figure out how to mix and master, and you don't know anything outside of mixing and mastering about being an artist. You know what I'm saying? You done spent 10 years becoming a mixing engineer. You're not an artist. I said, look, and if you're in your early 20s, really pay attention to this. Don't feed into the doll wars or the gear wars or the battles that people love to do online, where people be like, oh, you're not recording in Pro Tools, so you're not good. You're not recording in Logic, so you're not good. You're not using this interface, so you're not good. You don't need this. You don't need that. I got this. You're not doing this. You're not doing it. It's like, bro, listen. Don't feed into that shit. Lock in on learning what you have and what you have access to. Use that to the best of your ability. Then you want to be able to make music that works for you, right? That's bringing you an audience of fans, not artists. Artists hate when I say that, but I'm like, bro, you're not making music for other artists. You're not making music for other engineers. You're not making music for other producers. You're making music for Sarah that works at Target. You're making music for Kevin that works at the warehouse and drives a forklift, loves to go home and play Madden, that does not make music. He wants to support artists. You're making music for the regular fans, not the music creators. Artists are weird because they think that the only people that can judge them are the people that make music. But it's like, you need the consumer. You feel what I'm like, you understand, like, it's business 101. Like, you need, like, if you have a product, you need a consumer of the product, right? Most of the time your competition, other artists are your competition, whether you like it or not. Like, every like day there's like, what, 100,000 songs uploaded every day. Your song is competing with 100,000 songs plus the millions of songs that exist on the streaming platform now. You're competing, whether you like it or not. You're still competing. You feel me? Right? So don't worry about the DAWs that people are using, because it's not like on Spotify it pops up, oh man, this song was mixed and mastered in FL Studio. Nobody cares. Nobody. You don't get a Grammy because you have the best mixed in FL Studio album. You don't get a Grammy because you got the best mixed in Pro Tools album. You don't get a Grammy because you recorded in Logic and you won the Logic Grammy Award. That doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Whether you use the tube mic, a dynamic mic, a USB mic, none of that shit shows up on the list. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, stop putting so much emphasis in the tools, because these are tools, bro. Like, because if you're in your 20s and you're arguing about tools and the DAWs and stuff like that, that's not getting you nowhere. That's literally not going to get you nowhere. What I'm about to tell you right here is really a cheat code, and I wish I would have did this when I was in my early 20s, bro. I might go and do this now. You want to learn more about the psychology of marketing and branding, right? But like, if you're in college, like, or you can go take a class online or some shit, right? Go take a class on marketing. And like, or a psych class or something like that. Understand sociology, yeah, something like that, sociology. But it's like, do that, because you'll understand like how marketing works, how to put certain words with certain colors with certain sounds and create certain moods in the way you talk and the language. Like certain words that you use can affect the person and convince a person into buying. Like you can understand how many times a person has to see something before they engage with it, spend money on it, right? How to read analytics, learn how to run targeted campaigns. It's a lot of different things that you do. And even like, cause like if you're in school right now and you think you want to be an artist, and you're kind of good at it, or you see like you want to invest in it, and you also going to school to get like a business degree, education degree, coaching, whatever, like whatever you want to do, kinesiology, stuff like that, software development, whatever. Like take a psych class, social class, or sociology class. Like just learn about marketing, right? Because you're going to school, you got to take these electives anyway, or classes anyway to get these credits. Might as well take a class that can help you on the artist side. Like if that's like your plan B is the artist, or you like you want to make it like that's your plan A and like your degree your plan B, like you can do it like that. Just be smart about it. And if you in your 30s, not in school, not trying to go back to school full time, hey, find a class, take one of the classes. You know what I'm saying? Read a book, buy a book on marketing, influencing and stuff like that. Like you need to know that why people click. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to engage and make people, bring people into your world. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can spend your 20s doing, like learning, right? Because a lot of people don't learn these things. And when they try to learn it, it's too late. And the other thing that you really need to know that a lot of artists don't know, this will automatically put you ahead of 99% of artists. Learn the music business side of things, right? It's not the music hobby business, right? That's not that, right? Learn the music business. Learn the contracts, the terminologies, and all this other stuff, because a lot of artists don't know the business. They get fucked over in the business because they don't know the business. Learn the business. Don't be like, oh, people are gatekeeping the information. Bro, it's a book online on Amazon. You can go and buy the book. It was wrote by a person in the music industry doing law and all this other stuff, and it's updated that with streaming and all this other stuff. Learn the music business. Like, just learn it. Like, learn how splits go, royalties, mechanicals, all this other stuff. Learn the difference between ASCAP and BMI, and learn. That will make you a better business person. That will make you a better artist. Learn now so you don't have to suffer later. But if you made it to this part of the video, can you comment your artist name in the comment section below? Get you some free promo. Artists. Listen, just because you rap better, sing better, mix better, do everything better than a person, don't mean you deserve to be in that position. And once you learn this in your 20s, you'll move differently, because it's more about how fans feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what other artists think. It's not about other artists feel. It's like, hey, if the fans like this, it's working somewhere, that means it's good. Right? If you're putting something out there and nobody's responding to it, no matter how hard you try, whatever like that, that means it's not good. You know what I'm saying? You can rap better. You can be all lyrical, miracle, spiritual, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can sing perfectly, whatever. It's like, bro, you like, your image might be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? People might not want to be you. You know what I'm saying? Girls might not like your music, so people aren't going to play your music around girls. Maybe you're really monotone. Maybe the quality of your mix is bad. Maybe you're picking bad beats. Maybe you're over mixing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your mixes are a little bit too clean. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, just maybe, you have a bad attitude and people don't want to support you. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things that come along with it. Just because you feel like you're better, that doesn't mean you're better. There's people that mix better than me. There's people that make better music than me. You know what I'm saying? But like, that don't take money out of my pocket because they're better than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm better at being myself than most people are being them. You know what I'm saying? Most people are scared to be themselves. I'm being me. People be like, oh, Sky faking how you talk. I don't fake how I talk, son. Like, this is how I talk. This is me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is me. Like, I'm not playing a character, bro. Like, this is really who I am. Like, I'm not trying to be the best mixing engineer, bro. To be one of the best mixing engineers in the world, guess what you got to do? Can you answer that? You got to work with people that are going to get platinum records, that's going to be in situations to get Grammys, where you're going to be able to get a lot of work and stuff like that. To be there, like, there's a lot of people that can mix, bro. A lot of people that can mix, and they would never see a platinum record. They would never touch a Grammy. There's a lot of people, bro. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be realistic, right? But if you want to be a mixing engineer to get a platinum record or to get a Grammy, guess what you got to do? Put yourself in a position where you're around those people to get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to these spots just by feeling like you're supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel like you should be a world-renowned doctor, but if you don't take your ass to school, go through med school, and then work your way to becoming this world-renowned doctor, guess what? You'll never do that. So it's like, if you want to be like a Drake or a Kendrick Lamar or a Travis Scott, guess what you got to do? You got to put yourself in position to get to that level. You got to work your way to that level. It's not just going to be given to you because you think you deserve it. But if you take nothing else away from this video, hear me out. You need to stay away from those negative people that complain all the time but never do anything to improve. This goes for your friends, family, other artists and Discord server that you follow online. If they're always posting, oh, the music industry is against me, it's like, bro, the music industry don't even know you exist, so how can they be against you? Or the people that be like, oh, the people online is popular, they gatekeeping all the information. It's like, bro, you got to put in work. Information is pointless without action. I'm not saying just fall into an echo chamber where everything is positive. It's never going to be positive, but you want to be away from people that's only like talking, right? Like, if people are just talking and they don't have nothing to back up with it, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be around the artists that are active in, like, okay, they learned how to mix or they didn't learn how to mix, right? But they're putting out music, they're getting a response, they're tweaking it, they're engaging with fans, they're building a following. Because there's a lot of artists that watch my channel, bro. They have success. I'm not saying my channel is the sole purpose for their success, but I'm a part of their journey. You know what I'm saying? It's one girl in Toronto. I'm proud of her, bro. She's dropping songs. She's getting 30,000 streams. She's running her followers up. She's working on the album. It's another girl, Bree Triller, going crazy, going viral. Every time you turn around on Instagram, TikTok, millions of views. Record labels trying to sign her. One of the Lil Durk artists. I think 900 bruh. Swamp Baby, he got songs with Lil Tyler. He used to be signed to a deal. There's people that's like, it's a lot of people, bro. Listen, but if you made it this far, man, I appreciate you, and I hope I said something in here that made a light bulb go off in your head at some point. I just want you to figure it out. I just want you to have some type of clarity moving forward. I don't want you just out here just winging it, bro. Like, you need to have some type of idea of what you want to get from this music, and you need to learn more than just presets, templates, and how to mix to get to where you want to go.